Well, the court has allowed the survey inside the Gyanvapi Mosque, but the Muslim side is not ready to back down. In fact, the mosque committee approached the top court to challenge the Varanasi court's verdict.
And this has come across where the Supreme Court has refused. The urgent listing says that they have to go through all of the case papers first up. Meanwhile, political war that has also broken up over the survey, even after the AIMIM chief has repeated that it would be another Babari. Now, the Peace Party has also waded in the controversy, saying that they will take up the fight to the Supreme Court.
There have been a number of reactions coming in. Largely, people are holding back on the intent of this entire exercise. What do you make of the legal process, Mr. Owaisi?
You're talking about the Gyanvapi Masjid survey and the commissioner order?
Yes, sir.
So I have been saying from earlier also, I've said this, I'm reiterating again. This particular order of the lower court to go for a survey and videography is a complete and blatant violation of 1991 Places of Religious Worship Act. It is nothing but trying to change the nature and character of the masjid. And secondly, it is a blatant violation of the Honorable Supreme Court order, a judgment given in the Babari Masjid Ram Mandir trial, wherein the Honorable judges have categorically stated that the 1991 Act is now part of the basic structure of the Constitution. So no lower court can violate an act that has been passed by the Parliament, and neither can they completely disregard and blatantly violate the Supreme Court judgment. And that is why I am of the opinion that the Personal Law Board and the Masjid Committee should immediately go to the Honorable Supreme Court against this order of survey ordered by the lower court.
But Mr. Owaisi, the Places of Worship Act says that the character of a place of worship cannot be altered in any way. This has been addressed by the Allahabad High Court as well as the District Court today, who have both said that the job of the commissioner is only to survey. They are not making any changes. Then what does this have to do with the Places of Worship Act? They are just clicking pictures and making videos, not making changes.
Well, you know that in 1991, the same Allahabad High Court had given a stay on the same contentions. And already stay is there. Number one. Number two is that we know for a fact what will happen, that you are creating an issue out of a non-issue. Why is there a need for you when the Parliament and the courts have categorically stated that the masjid, temple or whatever religious place which stood on 15th August 1947 should not be changed? This is the first step, in my opinion, to change the nature and character of the Gyanvapi Masjid. And as a Muslim, I have lost a Babari Masjid. I have learned lessons, bitter lessons from what happened in 1948 when, in a surreptitious way, idols were placed. I have learned very bitterly that when Rajiv Gandhi was the Prime Minister, when no computers were there, a 20-30 page order was given without hearing the Muslim side. I have learned a bitter lesson that despite giving a commitment to Supreme Court, the masjid was demolished and no one was convicted. So I have to learn from these lessons, and that is why I say that I have lost one masjid. I do not want to lose another masjid.
But
as a proud Indian, I don't want this country to be thrown into a turmoil which existed pre-demolition and post-demolition. That is why I am of the opinion.
Well, that is the AIMIM chief, where he is raising questions rather on the survey that is to be conducted.